Today, Walmart had offered the Bureau of Land Management $400,000 if they could remove Clive Bundy from his ranch. Reed had also promised to sell this to a Chinese solar company, remember? Walmart's Chinese. Here we go. Now, if that's the way Walmart's going to handle the businessman, then how are we going to handle Walmart, guys? $400,000 to remove this man to eliminate another threat to their beef and steak department. Plus, you know they're tied in with any Chinese company. Walmart owns a lot of deals. Now, guys, I've got 77,000 or so subscribers. About half of you guys will probably see this. Next time you're going down the street, remember this great American stand. The battle's not over, but when you pull into shop, can you deal with a local merchant, maybe pay a few more pennies? Can you? Can you make a stand? I wish I could have been there. There's no way I could have made the trip. A lot of you felt the same way, and I know you did. But guys, we can make a difference. We can make a stand, both in the elections, with the group of people in the bottom left, and the bottom right with the people that are underhandedly paying this bunch to pay the Bureau of Land Management and their Nazi goons to come in here and do this. They've taken over this land all over the United States. Guys, it's a heads up. Be safe. I've got some interesting reports coming up in the morning. See you there.
THORNEWS presents. Yeah, that's right. Welcome to Asteroid Challenge Fight Club. I'm your host, Thor. Alright, welcome to Lo-Fi Early Saturday morning. How much can you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight? I guess it's afternoon. Well, I guess it's all relative. They had a giant meteorite over Russia. It happened at night, about 2:13 a.m. We happened to get it on all our dashboard cams. You may be saying like, hey, why does everybody in Russia have dashboard cams? Well, apparently, money makes people do crazy things. And there's a bunch of insurance scams like a dude stage an accident or make you get in an accident, and then you get sued for millions of dollars. It is so widespread that everybody has dashboard cameras. I thought about getting a dashboard camera in America just to catalog all the idiots driving. Anyway, so yeah, it exploded. Apparently it was going fast. This is your life and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Get busy living, get busy dying. Alright, I'm gonna read Todd Durden. A little over a year ago, in February 2013, a meteor traveling at 19 miles per second above Chelyabinsk in the Russian Urals exploded in the morning sky, recorded by countless dash cams with the resulting shock waves shattering windows hundreds of miles away. Fast forward to this night, when residents of Russia's North Murmansk region witnessed the fall of a celestial body similar to the famous Chelyabinsk meteorite on Saturday night. It flashed at 2:10 a.m. local time and was clearly seen in the sky. However, no sound of explosions was heard, so it's not a fireball. Officials say that the nature of the celestial body is unknown. However, since there were no warnings of any ICBM tests overnight, the meteor theory is the most valid one. Then again, the major Russian base of Severomorsk and the administrative center of the Russian Northern Fleet is located precisely in this area. So one can see why some of the already percolating theories suggest this may have been nothing but a military test in conjunction with aliens in the Federal Reserve. Okay, sweet. We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. They're a bit sketchy over in Russia about meteors, meteorites, asteroids. And rightly so. A little over a year ago in the Chelyabinsk meteor sky explosion, which is world famous, people got hurt and a lot of stuff got broken. You'd be a little gunshot too, you know? So we gotta figure out, are we gonna take NASA's and the global space communities, hey dudes, we need to start all working as a team to figure out ways to protect yourself from asteroids, or do we just keep sticking our head in the sand and our finger in our butt? So if you guys, oddly enough, I found out about this story on Zero Hedge. They almost never talk about anything space related. I used to post my videos on there, but everybody gave me down thumbs. They're like, we only want to talk about how great gold is. And I'm like, yeah, well, you guys don't understand meteors, do you? A meteorite. Okay, nobody got hurt. Why do they always happen over Russia? Does that mean that the Russians have better relations with the aliens than we do? I mean, isn't there anybody Barack Obama can get along with? Congress? You know, like, if the aliens turned on you, you guys are in real trouble. Because if you lost the people and you lost the aliens and the Russians, man, what do you got left? Except for your drone army and your endless prisons and your trillions of bullets, I guess. Yeah, okay, so nobody got hurt. But I gotta say this one more time, that unless NASA is totally lying about asteroids and meteors and comets, that they think it could be a problem in the future. And whereas our government is dismantling NASA, turning over to the private sector, and I'm sure you feel real safe having Walmart and Monsanto protect you. But I don't know if it's that smart. I mean, you know, we're in a printing phase where we're just printing a ton of money. Why don't, you know, we double NASA's budget? Shit, I'd rather see an extra $18 billion go to NASA than have $85 billion a month go straight into the stock market from quantitative easing. You are not the contents of your wallet. The things you own end up owning you. And some nerd will be like, no, they tapered quantitative easing. It's now down to $65 billion a month. And it's like, dude, you don't know. Yeah, why don't you get the Fed to open their books and then you can start telling me about how much they are and are not spending. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so, you know, they basically opened and crowdsourced defending the Earth from meteors. And they put together groups on how to respond if we do find a big one. And the other day, I think it was asteroid GY 38, I forget, 145, I forget. I'll look it up. But they just found it like 8 days ago, and it's 1.3 kilometers in size. I mean, you know, something's happening, man. I mean, what I think is hilarious is, there's always one of those guys. You know, one of the Hail Hydra science guys. Like, for example, over at Zero Hedge, somebody's correcting Tyler, where Tyler Durden, who runs the site, supposedly got how fast the meteorite was actually going. And then they argued, and it's like, who knew, man? Do you have your stopwatch going? He's like, no, I stopwatched the YouTube video. It's like, okay, whatever. You know, like, you guys just always got to be right, right? You just always got to be right. Like, I'm right, Hail Hydra. I'm right, Hail Hydra. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents, what better way to kick off the weekend than with a little Martian glass? Yeah, you heard me. If we will just internet zip zap fly teleport over to the universe today, our internet's friend, the internet's own Jason Major, gives us an article on ancient Martian life. Ancient Martian life may be preserved in glass. Just yesterday, I made the unofficial announcement that Thor of Thor News, which is me, believes science will find some semi-concrete evidence of other life in the universe before the end of 2015. And the very next day, which is today, I just checked Universe Today, and Jason Major has an article on they may have already found life, duh, in this particular instance, in Martian glass. That's right, when comets or asteroids that are large hit a planet, they usually hit it fast, like a cosmic bullet, bang! And this bullet creates an explosion, much like a nuclear atomical atom neutron bomb. Everything gets so hot, it melts. So when comets or asteroids hit Mars before, it created Martian glass out of the material that was in the detonation. And so Martian life may be trapped in that glass. You know, we might have already retrieved some glass, and who knows? You know, government knows what it's doing when it takes the steps to inform us what we need to know. You know, that's why I pay them the big bucks, man. So that's cool. We may have found Martian life in an exoplanet snow globe created by celestial Mother Nature. That's pretty cool, man. Maybe they didn't find life already, but they're saying possibly if we retrieve some Martian glass with one of our super cool robots. We got like 5 or 6 floating around Mars, riding around, rolling around, jetpacking around. Maybe then we might find some Martian life if Mars ever did have life. There's an aqua green blue looking crater on the orange planet. Or red planet. I'm colorblind. When large asteroids or comets strike the Earth, as they have countless times throughout our planet's history, the energy released in the event creates an enormous amount of heat, enough to briefly melt rock and soil at the impact site. That molten material quickly cools, trapping organic material and bits of plants and preserving them inside fragments of glass for tens of thousands, even millions, possibly even billions, and extra not possibly, but possibly even trillions, quadrillions, I don't know, man, of years. Researchers researching were studying the impact debris on Earth, they think that the same thing could very well have happened on Mars. Yep, that's right. And that any evidence for ancient life on the red planet might be found by looking inside the glass. Inside the looking glass? Why am I having third grade flashbacks? Tennessee Williams. So I get some whiskey so I can... Stella! Wrong novel. Wrong great American novel. My bad. A research team led by Pete Schultz, a geologist at Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island, has identified the remains of plant materials trapped inside impact glass, found at several different sites scattered across Argentina, according to a university news release issued Friday, April 18th. Hey, that's today! Weird. Melt breccias from 2 impact events in particular, dating back 3 and 9 million years, were discovered to contain very well-preserved fragments of vegetation. Eventually we all become vegetation. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Blood to mud, I guess. Melt breccias from 2 impact events in particular, dating back... Oh, I read that. Crap. These glasses preserve plant morphology from macro features all the way down to the micron scale. It's really quite remarkable, remarked scientist, geologist, guy who I guess wants to be a extra planet archaeologist, geologist, like a Buck Rogers, Indiana Jones. Hey man, that sounds super cool. Providing not only samples of ancient organisms, but also snapshots of the local environment from the time of events. These glasses preserve... Oh, I read that. Crap. Mars experienced many large impact events in its early history, just like Earth. Schultz believes that the same process that trapped once living material in Argentina's Pampas region, which is covered with wind-blown Mars-like sediment. Wait, wind-blown? What else blows? You know? Is there anything else that blows other than wind? My mind's drawing a blank. Anybody, anything else blow? You know, I mean, it's odd to say wind blown when wind is just... This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents... Ladies and gentlemen, hot off the presses, Kepler, the planet-finding machine, has found a new Earth. Wait, let me rephrase that. ProSci has found a non-Earth Earth, or a Earth-sized planet in the habitable zone, or the Goldilocks zone. This porridge is just right, baby. You may be saying, why is this important? We'll get to that in 5 to 10 seconds. That's right. Kepler has found the first Earth-sized exoplanet in a habitable zone. Over at the university today, Jason Major writes, it's truly a eureka moment for Kepler scientists. The first rocky Earth-sized world has been found in a star's habitable Goldilocks zone, the narrow belt where liquid water could readily exist on a planet's surface without freezing solid or boiling away. And while it's much too soon to tell if this really is a twin Earth, we can now be fairly confident that they do in fact exist. Well, I saw all the steps leading up to it. I saw the shoes they were wearing. I drew pictures of the shoes they were wearing. What I'm trying to say in a really awkward way is that I knew they were going to find a new Earth. I mean, they found 715 planets. You think one of those has got to be kind of in the same zone as Earth, right? Well, I was right. And I'm guessing, unofficially here, I think I'll guess officially official soon, that we will find signs of life in our universe before 2015 ends. That's right. Okay. The newly confirmed extrasolar planet has been dubbed Kepler 186f. It is the fifth and outermost planet discovered orbiting the red dwarf star Kepler 186. It is 490 light years away. That means if you were a beam of light, it would take you 490 years to get there. Which may sound like a long time, but I don't think beams of light depreciate like in skin and stuff. You know, I don't think that they're not born babies and then they die old beams of light. I know what happens to light, man. You'll have to ask science.
You serious? Somebody drove a car right through a church last night, Sunday evening, while a church was having Easter services, or Resurrection Sunday. celebrating the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, a car just plowed through the church. It happened in Fort Myers, Florida. There was a church filled with about 200 people worshiping the Lord when all of a sudden a car came crashing through the wall. 21 worshipers were injured. Fort Myers police responded to the chaotic scene shortly after 8 p.m. at the Second Haitian Baptist Church, with when Lieutenant Victor Medico said that when officers arrived, the church members were using car jacks to try to lift the vehicle off some of the churchgoers who were trapped underneath. Are you serious? How does this happen? How does this happen? Now, Mary Briggs, a spokeswoman for the Lee Memorial Health System, said 18 people were taken to Lee County hospitals. 10 of the injured were taken to Lee Memorial Hospital, one of which was discharged late Sunday night. Thank God for that. None of them required any surgery. That's a miracle. Isn't that a miracle? 3 people were sent to the Gulf Coast Medical Center, and 5 were sent to the Health Park Medical Center. Of those at Health Park, 3 were children. Medico said that the crash occurred after a young Haitian woman driving a Lexus turned into the parking lot and tried to park her car when she plowed through the wall.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diane, and today is April 22nd, 2014. Here are your news updates for today. Let's first go into the watchers watching the world. New surprising data. 26 multi-kiloton asteroid impacts detected since 2001. Today's Antarctic region, once as hot as California, Florida. Leonard meteor shower peaks on April 22nd, which was yesterday, but you probably can still see some things out there. Okay, what concerns me, though, is lately in the news, everything about asteroids can smash us. So heads up, keep your eyes to the sky. A lot about asteroids. So what's really going on? Something else is going on. Distraction. Look in the opposite direction. Alright. Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. Slow motion disaster. Wyoming landslide rips apart house. This is in Jackson, Wyoming. Heads up. Also, Indonesia's Mount Merapi smoking and trembling again. NASA, the only thing stopping a city-destroying asteroid is blind luck. Obviously, maybe, I guess NASA's blind. You see, they don't tell us what's going on, so we're blindsided if we listen to NASA, I guess. Heads up on that. See, everything about asteroids. Nibiru. Well, it's really up there. Let's see what's going on. Alright. Maybe we need to go into the E&E news, energy news. Let's check that out real quick. I like doing that with music instead, because it's the never-ending story about, never before higher radiation levels released, the highest level yet. It's always going to be building on itself, so it's accumulative. So that's all you're going to keep hearing, which is getting old about it. But it's still ongoing, so heads up on that. But it's not even coming up. E&E news is not coming up right now. We'll try going in a back door. It's a blank screen. Slowing down. Internet is slowing way down. I'm attaching some things on while we're waiting. I'm attaching some things on aliens. This is real good footage of aliens, so stay tuned. I got pretty creeped out when I went to walk the dogs now. Let's see. Here we go. Evening news. We're going in a different way. What are you doing, Max? Max! He's chewing on him. We just went for a walk. I think the fleas might have jumped on him. That's not good. Let's see. Max! Max! Stop. Oh, goodness. Alright. Alright, today. Show host, I was told not to discuss Fukushima on air, but I did anyway. Hooray! They didn't want it talked about a lot, but eventually it became undeniable. World not rushing to aid Japan because nothing can be done. Just getting worse and worse. It's a horror. It's a tragedy. Also, yesterday, Mayor in Fukushima during 3/11 officials lied to everyone and hid the truth. It's a violation of human rights to expose people to radiation like this. It's terrible. Evacuees are forced to return. I'm really ashamed for my country. Wow. Here's another one. Yesterday, scientists, plutonium released from Fukushima is of radiological concern. There's that concern word again. Reactor must be source, not spent fuel pool. Study. Plutonium found 120 kilometers from plant. Pu and non-natural uranium certainly increased in environment. Okay, let's check out U.S. Canada. Now stay tuned. I am gonna run some. This is awesome alien footage. I don't know. It's pretty scary. So be ready for anything. Paper. Whip workers not permitted to speak. Their jobs won't ever be the same. Will face new paradigm. Concerns plutonium contaminated surrounding salt. Preparing for a radiation level so high only robots can be used. Sounds like Fukushima, don't it? Sounds like... Why are we building more of these things? We have plenty of radiation that we can use if that's what you need to run those plants. There's plenty of it. Why are we still building those things? There's a lot you can do with that stuff still, because it's going to contaminate almost forever. What is wrong? Why are we still using that technology? That's old technology. Come on now. That's not clean and it's old technology. Figure it out. I'm going to take care of Max in a minute. Alrighty then. Max! Max, what are you doing? Max? Stop it. Here, let's see. There he is. He's behind me. Max, stop digging at yourself. I won't take you for a walk for a while. You're going to pee-pee on the papa paper. You're going to have to pee-pee on the papa paper. Because you can't go outside anymore. That's it. Big problem when you go outside. Alrighty then. Sometimes you just got to keep him in with the papa paper. Because he's having a fit over there. He's gotten in contact with some... Yeah, that's you. He's gotten in contact with some kind of fleas and stuff out there. Max! Stop it. I'll comb you out when I get done with the show. Hi, Tippy. Tippy's a little lower. There she is. She's down there, Tip. Are you down there, Tippy? There she comes. Alright. Good girl. Alrighty then. Stay tuned. And I'll see you tomorrow on the flip side. I gotta comb out this dog before he has a fit. Alright, flea combs, those are good too. But not all over the floor, in a bag or in a jar of water. Soapy water. Alright, take care. And be safe. Keep your eyes to the sky, but also watch what's going on the ground. That's what I say. Too much talk about asteroids. Must be something else going on the ground. Alright, take care.
Ja, sicher. Ich weiß doch, wenn ich von an hier hoch war, bin ich sofort in Stockholm. Jetzt fährst du erst nach Rüdinghausen und dann nach Stockholm. Das ist noch viel weiter.
Today, Walmart had offered the Bureau of Land Management $400,000 if they could remove Clyde Bundy from his ranch. Read it all. Today, Walmart had offered the Bureau of Land Management $400,000 if they could remove Clyde Bundy from his ranch. Read it all.